Expo has had an enormous impact on the hospitality market in the UAE, and in particular in Dubai. And I think if you go back a little bit and you look at just the quality of the platform that was established in Dubai and in the UAE in terms of safety and protocols, and just how globally the destination was established as being safe, well managed, COVID protected, and then Expo came and just ignited travel demand. So the timing was absolutely perfect. On top of that very well managed platform, all of a sudden you had this amazing reason to visit Dubai and the UAE, and it was just a catalyst for massive growth. So many. You know, getting back to trading, getting back to being busy, getting back to seeing our hotels thrive on a really dynamic market that's just been extremely rewarding, particularly after how difficult 2020 and 2021 were. But so many highlights. You know, we were lucky enough to attend the opening ceremony. You know, personally, I've been 6 or 7 times into the Expo, and just that whole dynamic, that whole interaction with the city, you know, it's just brought a level of normality, it's brought a level of activity around the city and the hotels that's just been a pleasure to see. Probably the key personal and professional highlights from Expo has been, we had the opportunity, or we were honored to have the opportunity to open the sustainability gate and to open Expo as a team. So we were there with maybe 200 of our colleagues opening the Expo, and that was just a great experience. A, to open an event like Expo, and B, it was probably the first time in 15 to 18 months that we all got together in that kind of group. So just a super experience. Expo is going to have, for a number of reasons, is going to have a really lasting impact on the UAE and a really lasting impact on Dubai and all of the communities of the UAE. I think it brought a different level of awareness combined with other factors. And when you combine some of the other changes that happened over that time, like the golden visas, you know, I think if you look at the history of Dubai, or the UAE in particular, in the past, it may have been considered to be a little transient. I think, you know, one of the key things that came out of Expo was just this greater sense of community, this greater sense of society. I think Dubai emerging not just as one of the most livable cities in the world, but emerging with a real sense of community. Sustainability was a huge theme through Expo, and that's something which we've really embraced in our business. Local produce, local farm produce coming into our hotels, eliminating single-use plastics. But I think that impact of seeing the evolution, the maturation of Dubai, and coming around that focus of no longer just being this transient hub, but a real community, a real sense of community longevity, and businesses embracing that and accelerating that. And I think we will certainly see that as an important part of our business going forward, just being more present, more engaged in community than we already are, and driving that sustainability agenda. Expo has just given us a phenomenal platform. You know, I think any hesitations we had about, you know, how quickly or you know, how much visibility we had on how would the industry rebound, how would the industry rebuild, I think, you know, any hesitation, any questions, any lack of transparency around that has been absolutely clear. You know, the mists have been pulled away, and the future for our business is very, very clear. Growth, development, you know, there's a very bright future ahead of us. Events like Expo and the platform in this country is the reason why the Middle East across the board, particularly in hospitality and travel and tourism, is leading global recovery. Any set of statistics you look at, this region clearly is number one, and that's got a lot to do with Expo. That's got a lot to do with the platform in this country, and we're deeply grateful for that effort, and thank you very much.